If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like you.
Hallelujah. Isn't this place beautiful? Thank you all for showing up. We're going to pray. As I was meditating and asking the Lord, how do I lead the opening prayer? And the Holy Spirit ministered to me and said, it's about the community. We're all the community. A community is a group of people with the same interest, with the same goal, with the same attitude. We might live in different community, but I believe we all showed up this day believing in that goal and the interest and the vision God has laid in our sister's heart. And so we're all going to pray together that Sister BC Jaguno, let's lift her up. She will be a captain in this ministry. She will not be a captive. Are you praying? That she will be a captain of this ministry God has given to her. She will not be a captive in the name of Jesus. That she will be a victor and not a victim, because she's going to be ministering to a lot of women going through a lot of things, issues. As she's supporting them, a lot of things will be coming up. Why am I saying this? I'm a social worker and I know when I'm talking to people and they come in for one thing but other things, there is a lot of root causes, things happening in their life. And so Father, we decree and declare that your daughter will be a captain and not a captive. She will be a victor and not she will be a victor and not a victim, Lord. Father, she will not waste the resources that you have given her, and you will give her in the name of Jesus Christ. Samson wasted the resources God gave him. Oh, you will not waste it.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. My name is Bukola Ojemakinde.
Can you tell us briefly about Hands Lifting Hearts?
Okay, so this is an organization that is launching today, March the 19th, 2023, and I am just super excited about what they are out there to do for women. So they are working to support pregnant women during birth, after birth, all the support they will need for the next 2 years after their pregnancy, whether it's with breastfeeding, whether it's supporting them in the labor room, whether it's with food and materials for the baby and the mother, whether it's even with naming ceremonies that we do back in Africa. I think they are well positioned with the resources that they have, and they are recruiting to support women from all countries in Africa and countries from even the Caribbean. We are so excited. I personally am excited as the president of Ladies in the Family Foundation to see where they're going and to put resources into this wonderful work.
What inspired Hand Lifting Hearts?
I believe that this is a calling. All of us are born with something to fulfill on earth. Some of us are born to be engineers, but then we see a way to also give birth to community. And I think it's just a burden that is laid on our heart to see that women do not suffer before, after, and during pregnancy. And most women, not all women, which is appreciated and understood, not all women want to have children, but for those who want to have it, it is really a lot of work. First of all, getting pregnant, and then carrying the pregnancy, and then delivering it safely.
What do you hope to achieve with this event today?
Oh, first of all, I am excited to know that more people are getting to know about ants lifting art and what they're about to do and continue to do in community. Mrs. BC Jaguna had talked about the work she's been doing since 2016, back even from Nigeria, and she continues to do it even in Canada. We see newcomers come and settle in her house or in some other people's house while they are trying to carry their pregnancy and bring their pregnancy to term. So I know people are now seeing the need. They recognize how they can help, how they can support. I am so excited for that education and awareness. And I know that at the end of the day, this will not be a effort in futile. It will actually come alive. We will see those children grow up and thank the whole community for who they have become.
How will the funds raised at this event be used to support the cause?
All right. I believe that Mrs. Claire Jaguna is very accountable. She's very resourceful. She's very committed. Like from what you can see from the kind of people that support her, you know that she's accountable to all of us. She's going to use this money judiciously. Even when she didn't have money, she was resourcing to make sure that she has all the things she needs, whether it's help and connection. She connected with pregnancy care. She connected with different ethnocultural communities. She connected with different women-led, women-supporting organizations. And I believe that she will continue to do that to make sure that no woman, no pregnant woman, no new mother is left behind.
Are there any criteria for selecting beneficiaries?
Well, she had said it's for pregnant women, but I know that people who are even longing to be pregnant will be supported by this organization and Team Heart. I also believe that women who have issues with their and challenges with their pregnancy, whether it's stillbirth or children with disability of one form, visible and invisible disability, will be supported, whether they have children with ADHD or who couldn't speak at birth. I know that this work is huge and we are ready to do what we can to. I like their logo that has those two hands supporting the love shape. It just shows that we need a lot of hands to do this work and we'll be there when she calls on us.
Do you have any plans for any future charity events or initiatives?
I run Ladies in the Family Foundation and we have events every September, which I'm planning already. But I know that she will have all the things that she will love us to partake in, and I'm always ready when she calls on us to do that. She
Thank
can
you so
count
much
on
for
me.
your time.
Thank you so very
That's
much.
one I've had in a very long time. So I am delighted to be here tonight. When I first met Claire and heard about the work of Heart Lifting Hands, I was impressed. What really caught my attention was the scope of the work being done internationally and in our community. She just had so much going on. I could not believe she was doing all of that and working. Bringing together volunteers who give of their time and resources is a challenge for all of us who work with families. I know that very well. But Claire has done it sacrificially, giving her own time and resources. And from what she's told me, unlike most of us who use our garages to park our cars, she has used her garage to store much needed goods to share with others, all through the winter even. Claire has a big vision and an even bigger heart. I love that Claire recognizes the importance of collaboration and networking, and I feel privileged to be even a small part of this good work. One of the core values of the Pregnancy Care Centre is collaboration, working with organizations like Hands Lifting Hearts. We learn from each other and we are much stronger together. So tonight, I want to thank you for coming alongside families who need support, and thank you for letting the Pregnancy Care Centre be even a small part of that journey.
Okay, so who are you most excited to see tonight?
Well, I'm excited to see the founder. I know this has been a long way for her, so I'm excited that she's finally getting to do this. So I'm really excited to see her, and every other member of the community that's come out to support as well. I'm sure I'll see many people I know, and we connect and network with everyone. So.
Okay, can you share any project or moment that you share with Hands Lifting Hearts?
I would say when she started, before she formalized it, she used to come to her community of friends and to take used clothing or new clothing, gently used clothing. And she was one of those people that always wanted to gather stuff for the less privileged, for the needy. So I've known her even before she formalized and had a name and things like that. So I'm glad that I've been part of the journey from the beginning, and really excited that she's getting to do bigger and greater things for the community. So.
Okay. So what would be your favorite part of the event today?
Favorite part? The food? I'm just joking. I I came here for the food, okay? No, I came to support, and I think I'm just looking forward to everything, networking, like I said, seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and getting to meet new people with like minds and things like that, so yeah.
Everyone under the sun, irrespective of maybe you're black, you're white, you're green, you're yellow, she never gets mad. Even when the talk is so tough that you think she will not smile, she's laughing, she's smiling. Please, I just want to appreciate her on behalf of Hands Lifting and African community. Thank you so much. And I will be presenting the next award to Ms. Juta, the president, the CEO of Calgary Pregnancy Care. This is a woman who she never met me. I just spoke to her on the phone about what I'm doing. And she's like, come to my office, we need to talk. And I told her a lot, and she was like, how do you do it? How are you doing it? I'm going to support you. And she's been supporting my women. I only need to call and say, you know what, Judy, I have someone. Or I just give the numbers. And you know what? Oh goodness, I'm sure, don't make me. Will be Mr. how do I pronounce your husband's name? Whitmire. I want you to present this award to your wife on behalf of African community to say thank you. Thank you so much. Photographs. Oh, okay, with me? Yes, we get it. And it's not last award, but last for now. I'll be calling on Mrs. Moji Taiwo to come and present this award to a great supporter of African community and the non-for-profit community at large, charity community at large, I guess maybe in Alberta or in Calgary. I don't know where they support, but you know what? I'm going to be calling Miss Julie Black. Here, but I just want us to appreciate her, and I would like to call her forward, and that is Ingrid. Yes, from Calgary Foundation. These are wonderful women, a wonderful organization that even when you have nothing, they will support you. These women are so wonderful. If you don't know how to put things together, they will walk you through. So, Ingrid, Julie, on behalf of everyone seated here, on behalf of every African organization that you have supported, we want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
My older sisters and aunties give birth because it was time to celebrate. It's time to name a new child, and it's a time for good food. And you know, the person who just had a baby, there will be food coming left and right. So if they're looking for somebody to send, you are always there. Please send me. Please send me. Because you know there is food there, you get more food to eat. That is how we build our community. Hello? Please, I'm the one with the microphone, but it seems everyone also has their own microphone on their tables. I'll be brief, but I want you to hear me out. Thank you. When I traveled to the US to start my master's, my wife joined me. And May 11th was a Mother's Day. She had a baby, my son. He is 15 years now. That was the first time I have ever had to be in a delivery ward. I supported my wife, my son was born. We came home the next day. How do I start? My wife was cut, she couldn't lift the baby. I didn't know how to lift a newborn child. That scarred me. And I have still not recovered from that. And right after that I said, I'm not giving birth again, I'm done. If this is what it takes, no more children. Now you look back and you realize the things we took for granted back home. Back home, when you have a baby, you don't even touch anything for about 6 months. You are worshipped, you are the queen. Aunties, uncles, everyone. Before you wake up in the morning, your food is ready. The baby will be bathed by somebody. Your duty is to just carry that baby and breastfeed. After breastfeeding, the baby disappears from your sight. As to whether the baby is crying or not is not your problem. And we lose all that support when we come here. Mrs. Bukola shared her story, and she is not alone. It is the first time I saw my wife crying for no reason when she delivered. And I didn't know what was postpartum depression. We didn't know. If you have been in this dark space, you will dig into your pocket and support this organization. It is the darkest place every young family will ever be. And that is the time you need people who truly are there for you, to support you. So if you have not yet donated, I can see about 100 people in the room now. Please, I want you all to just take the scan and add $50 more. So let us seed this organization to bless the next child that you will save that you will never meet. I will sing your praises. So please, $50 more to everyone. I am in an organization that believes in supporting each grassroots. And I want to say a big thank you to Calgary Foundation. It is one organization that do not ask you, show us proof of your problems. Can you all relate to that question? When Africans are complaining about their problems, they say, show us proof of your problems before we will help you. Sometimes people need life-saving interventions, then they are asking for documents. Does the document save someone's life? No. Calgary Foundation has been there. And they've listened to us. And for the first time in the history of the Calgary Foundation, they've given $1.1 million to the Calgary African Community Collective. And I will not forget what the major signature grant committee said. They said, we don't know what you are going to do. We don't know how you're going to do it, but we want to make sure that all the grassroots organizations thrive and serve the African community. That is life-saving, and we will say thank you to the Calgary Foundation forever. You are changing lives from home to home to home. Good luck when you apply for funding from the government. Good luck. That is when they will tell you they know how to speak English. But when it's time for election, they come to our community for votes. I have invited the two of them, Notley and Smith. We are meeting them on Tuesday. If you have not registered yet, please register and come. We are meeting at the Croatian Center. We are bringing all of them and we'll ask them what their plan is for the African community. There's over 70,000 Africans in Calgary, and we lack very basic and fundamental resources to help our communities who are struggling. The time to take us for vote is over. We are bringing them to the Correction Center and we'll ask them the hard questions. We will record them and we'll hold them to it to make sure that what is deserving of mothers and organizations like this saving critical life, they get the support. BC is doing this by herself. She drives around the city. Few volunteers. No paid workers, because nobody is giving her any money to be able to do the work she is doing. Even when you get money, it is poverty sustaining grants. 5,000, 1,000, 1,500. Do these things solve problems in any community? No, but that is what they do for the African community. I will say the truth, and I'm telling all funding organizations to follow what Calgary Foundation is doing. They are saving lives. And if there are any organizations that do granting, know that those grants are meant to save lives. Those grants are supposed to go to those who need it the most, not to big organizations that don't need the money. Usually you see the big organization receiving $10 million. Do you know how much gets to the African community? Zero. And when we go to them, they will tell you, show proof of your suffering. We are tired of that. We want to say big thank you to Calgary Foundation, but we will continue to sing your praise wherever we go, so that everybody will know what you're doing in our communities. We are very grateful. I'm renovating the Ghana house. Busy. The space is for you. Anytime you are hosting newborn mothers, please come and use it for free. Yes, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Now correctly, you were fed already. Before you were clapping like angry people. CNN is not here. Don't prove CNN corrects. You know, every time CNN shows Africa, you will all be dead by now. According to CNN, you don't be hungry, you don't be, you have no shoes, you have no hair, I don't know, your hair is falling out. So anyways, let's clap again for Calgary Foundation. Correctly. Thank you very much. And right now we're going to actually hear. Before we hear, let me tell you how much more money we have got. You people are doing very well. We've heard from the Nigerian community. Yes, we've heard. So right now we have pledges to the tune of $1,820. Yes. So we have 11,820. Or we will, by faith. See me, I'm a believer. And I have faith in all of you. Somebody said I should donate my necklace. I'm watching you people. That's wickedness. You want me to look like how? Now my shoe will not match. Like, okay, I'll donate it after, but let us round this thing off. So I'm looking for some more able-bodied people who just joined us. We have fed all of you. My mom is correct. Once you're fed, you give back. Now give us the money. So we are going to hear from Julie Black. Julie Black. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Yes. Julie Black is actually a Citizen Engagement Associate at Calgary Foundation. Please clap correctly. Yeah. Let's see, I like that. There's some excitement. All right, over to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for welcoming me here and my colleague Ingrid here to the community that surrounds this important initiative. I was really thrilled several months ago now when I heard from Claire for the first time and learned about this initiative. It was wonderful to hear of the work being done to support African moms and their children and their families. For so many of the reasons described tonight about how difficult that journey is to start again here in Calgary, to know that this community is putting more resources directly into the hands of women and their families in the hands-on, caring way that you do so. And we were really glad that Calgary Foundation could help this younger organization with some modest grants as you get started. And also really glad to know that here's another example of an organization that's introducing into the Calgary nonprofit formal society different ways of providing community care. Ways that are rooted in the brilliance of the African traditions from many, many different cultures across the continent, that add different ways, new ways that challenge the way Calgary nonprofits work and how they offer services. I think it's a time where we see that many different organizations, many leaders are here tonight who are also organizing, providing care, and really providing a fantastic challenge, I think, to the way things are done. Because the way things, I'm not someone who thinks the way things are done in Calgary are the way things have to be or are ideal. I think the wonderful thing, one of the many joys of living in a multicultural community is we get to have the best of the best. So bringing these organizations through the way they're designed adds so much to the Calgary community that all of us can learn from. We've been asked many things tonight, to do many things tonight. I'm going to ask one myself here tonight of this organization and the others in the room. Please keep making the videos. Please keep telling your stories. Please keep describing how you work in community so that other organizations can learn from you. What you're doing is brilliant and life-saving and something so very, very needed here. Thank you.
Community care. Those who care about the community. Come on. Those who care about the community should not be asking for my necklace. Right? Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, we need $3,280. $3,280. I know someone has a Louis Vuitton. I saw it. I saw it. So $3,280 is what we need to cut off our target for tonight. But we are going to hear from Mr. Farah Ali. Maybe we should check his pockets. He already told us to give us money, so I guess we can check even more. Over to you, sir.
Hello everybody.
Hi.
So, Charles stole my speech. Thank you everybody. So tonight we're very happy to be supporting Hands Lifting Hearts. I try to remember that name all the time. Well, basically, I remember when I was initially getting started with nonprofit, and it's time-consuming. You lose a lot of money. I had a full-time job and I had to do it part-time, so I can do community work. And then I was doing part-time, and it wasn't enough. Then I ended up doing full-time community work without pay. It's like that. It's like how Mama D was using her line of credit. To run an organization, it's very expensive, but there's a lot of people behind us that we see they need it. And so that's what we're doing. It's not an easy job, but sometimes the fundraising we do helps along the way. And as a community, me and brother Charles, we're kind of like half brothers, you know. And because we met each other when there was an incident where someone died from this community and someone died from my community, and we had to work together even though we didn't know each other. But basically, in short, is that organizations like this need to strive. That's why we have the African Collective. With the blessing from a lot of good organizations, including Calgary Foundation, we're able to sustain organizations like this so that 5 years down the line, they don't just give up and walk away. Because if they do that, personally, you make more money, because then you get depressed and, you know, it's like a troubling life. And so it's very important we support each other, we support this organization. That's why me and Charles stood up and reached from 6,000 to 10,000. And the other time when we were doing fundraising at Charles' place, we were doing by table, and it was much easier because we was like, oh, this table pay 1,000, boom. So maybe we should do next time like that. But anyways, thank you very much for coming. Please continue donating. It's not the end of the donation fundraising today, but it's the beginning. And as it gets to December, where you get to donate to charities, continue keeping in mind lifting hands. And as a collective in the African community, we are are there to support organizations like this, to go to the provincial government, to the city, to the federal government and tell these stories. Myself and Charles, a lot of time, what we do is knock doors of politicians, and we do have meetings with them at least twice a month or 3 times a month, and all we do is we tell them about African organizations, what they do and how they do and how different they are, and that's when they understand, and when the funding is there, we don't get a problem with it. But if we don't do that, then we have no advocacy. So a lot of times the collective's work is to do advocacy, support organizations like this. So if you have an organization and you're still in the dark, please come out, reach to us, Google Calgary African Collective, come by, and we'll work with you. And that's how it is done. And thank you very much.
Hello people. How are we doing? I want to talk about 2 things. First of all, to say thank you and thank you and thank you for tonight. I knew when this group started, and how did I get involved? I came to Calgary, and I thought I was done with bearing children. My baby girl was about 8 plus, and suddenly I became pregnant. I was like, I said, I'm dead. I'm dead. I actually have forgotten how babysitting, buying baby stuff, I have forgotten how it looked like. And I was so scared, I was not happy about myself, and there's nothing I could do. But the help I received from day one until I had that baby gave me a lot of commitment to be part of this organization. Not only was I get baby items so freely, but when I put to bed, it was February during the heart of cold. And I was like, I remember Nigeria that when I had a baby, you know how I would normally be taken care of. And I was in the hospital. They just told me that somebody was asking of me. And she came in with amala, hot amala, ewedu, fish. I ate, I was like, so I could get something like this here. And I promised that the same I will be doing to everyone that are in my shoes. So when PC told me about this initiative, I jumped to it. And I know it has come a long way, and a lot has been done. She's so passionate about things like this because sometimes when they come to Yoruba Association, now I have where to push them. So that is, you know, off my plate. Even though I'm part of what she's doing, I happen to be the vice chair. I've not been functioning lately because I'm the president of Yoruba Association. I thought it was a very light shoes. I didn't know that it was so heavy when I put my legs. And suddenly my life is not even organized as I used to be. But I thank God. Today came, and for all the good people, big people, I'm seeing somebody like Dr. Moto. I'm like, you are here. I'm seeing our daddy here. And I see all the good people around. I'm like, oh, we're so blessed to have you tonight. On the side of the Yoruba, I know that everyone here must have bought the ticket. Our friends that are here tonight, if you don't know, we have a Yoruba Day coming, June 10. And for those of you that know about it, on maybe I'm sorry. And for those of you that you know what Yoruba Day is all about, and you have bought your ticket, on Saturday at Nigeria House, 6 p.m., we are going to be sharing the tickets for those people that have bought. If you want to buy on the spot, you can come also to Nigeria House, somewhere around 32nd Ave. If you come that night, you will buy your ticket, and if you have bought your ticket, we are going to be distributing the ticket. And if you have not bought, it's an opportunity. We're sharing the flyer around, and please connect with your friends and buy your own ticket. Thank you so much. Thank you all, and I pray that we get home safely as we have come in Jesus' name.
I work as the pregnancy care center, and Claire has come to our center, and we were able to know more about the organization and see the similarities that we have within our organizations, how we can partner together to help people overcome difficult and challenging situations. I'm most excited to see Claire speak and know more in depth more about things.
But I see you have another Abdul. If I don't see Sierra Leone, you'll never remember.
I believe in that we should all give back. We have been blessed, so we can be a blessing. About this event?
What's really important is knowing that this group, this charity, is getting stronger and making an impact for children as a whole. Because our mandate at the hospital is best health, best futures for children, whether it be in Calgary or beyond. That's where a lot of focus for research and everything is put out. So we want every family to know that Children's Hospital is there right now.
So you guys are collaborating with
Right, so for instance, my job at the hospital is coordinator of gift to the client. So gifts like Claire gave from Unlimited Cards is what we call gift to the client. And so sometimes, like, I have a vehicle full of gifts to give back. Because sometimes we receive gifts that we can't actually use. We get so many. So we like to partner with other charities to make sure that we're all working together as a community for the best of families everywhere. It's my pleasure to be here.
Dear Claire Jagina, letter of commendation. It is my honor to formally congratulate you on behalf of the government and people of Nigeria on the official launching of the Hands Lifting Hearts organization. Thank you for your invitation to be the guest of honor at the event, which I had frankly hoped to attend in person, if not for some pre-planned, compelling engagements outside the country during the period. I would like to take this opportunity to commend you and your organization for the incredible work you have done in providing support and hope to African immigrant women and families coping with pregnancy and postpartum anxiety/mood. Your dedication to increasing awareness and reducing the stigma surrounding postpartum depression and other perinatal mood disorders is truly, truly, truly admirable. I added those bits. It is heartwarming to hear about the recognition and awards your organization has received, as well as the documentary broadcast by CBC News Canada. Your work in strengthening the support network in your community is making a real difference in the lives of those you serve. Please accept my sincere congratulations on your achievements and best wishes for continued success in your mission. God bless.
Come on. No, the people in that side are stingy. I don't even see any hand clap. It doesn't even pop up. Please clap. Let's clap. Yes, that was good. It's good for us to recognize when people do well. Right now we're going to hear from another caring person for the ministry again. I keep calling it ministry because, yeah, let me not confess my sins, but it is still ministry. It is still ministry. Please, we are going to, I'm asking for the non-stingy clap, right, when I finish. So, we're going to hear from Bukola Ojemakinde. Yes, that's the kind of, the people over there, I don't know what to do for you. Yes, look at how smart, king, dark, cute, scary, Magda. Yes, yes. Come on, you people. You're not doing me well. Let's try it again. Look at how beautiful, Mama. Yes, yes. Now you're talking. Okay, Overture, please listen. Please listen. I'm gonna be like the monitor, the class monitor, like watching who's not listening. We have prizes, so if you're listening, you might win some stuff. I'm just saying. Over to you.
Thank you so very much. I am so humbled to be here. There are so many familiar faces, but I'm honestly going to acknowledge a few people when I share my story. So I've never shared this story in a bigger crowd, but I think it's appropriate at this point. So growing up, sorry for the men, but don't imagine too much, I used to have irregular periods. Sometimes I might not see my period for 6 months, and then it will come for 3 weeks. It was all over the place, and I'll go see OBGYN and all that. At some point, I gave up on it. And then closer to when I was going to have, after I got married and all that, I couldn't have children for 5 years. And I was in the US, and finally they diagnosed me with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so I had to take fertility drugs, and eventually I got pregnant. And then when they did the first scan, they find that they were twins. I was excited, finally after 5 or 6 years with the pregnancy and everything. But I was in the US alone. And after a while, the doctor said, I'm sorry, one of the twins couldn't survive. And then I had only Danielle, who is now 15 years old. So you can imagine the mental health that went through supposedly what African people would call barrenness, infertility. My mom, even though my husband was mostly in Egypt at that time, I think she expected a miracle to happen. The expectation is that within 2 years, maximum 2 years, by 9 months after your wedding, they are counting. You should have a baby. And when you don't, it's becoming embarrassing to the family, to the community. They're thinking whether you are a witch, all sort of stuff. You are hiding. And even when you do get pregnant, so imagine what I went through when I eventually discovered I was pregnant, and especially when the doctor said I lost one. I wasn't comfortable sharing the news. It's not like here where from day one you're on Instagram, you're doing day 1 belly, day 2 belly. It wasn't like that back home, because I think the culture then was more of, people could die, like mothers could catch malaria or typhoid, so everybody kept everything secret until the belly shows. So I want to thank you, and I will continue my story, but I want to thank you because your work doesn't start even with a pregnant woman. It starts with a youth that is going through what I went through. it could start with someone whose baby you never saw because they never had. Like one of mine. Fortunately, I had another baby just right after that, a boy, so I had 2 kids. And I didn't have to use anything for that. So I was in the US when all of this happened. And there was a woman that we met at church. She was the one, she prayed with me, she stood by me, she was what I'm 15 heart is to people now. So when I had the baby, imagine I have this very small structure. So I labored for 16 hours because Danielle was 8 pounds and 2 inches. I labored for 16 hours and eventually they had to cut me off. So this woman was the one that took the baby, cleaned the baby, showered the baby, cooked for my husband, cooked for me, brought food to the hospital. I was too tired. Even the pregnancy was draining on me because the baby was just baby, right? And she cooked for me throughout the pregnancy. I never knew this woman from anywhere. And then when I was discharged, she would come morning and night because this, imagine Africa is hot, so we do 2 showers, in the morning and in the night. And so she would come in the morning because she goes to work, she works with the local village, she would shower the baby, make sure I'm okay, help me with breastfeeding, then she'll go to work. On her way home by 3, she's back there. It was amazing. And I'll never forget, I was still friends till today. So when you look at my story, I don't know, stories like this don't have faces. They don't have names that you can point to. You will never see me gorgeously dressed and say, oh, she went through all that. She has a board of directors. She had Teddy, she had Pastor D from 2016. Similar to 5 years ago, when the pregnancy has not shown, and she was laboring, trying to get pregnant with this vision. And now the baby is here. But guess who are here? I have a list of names here. Back in Africa, men, I don't want to say they get you pregnant and they do nothing. But once we are pregnant, they are praying. They are looking at what name to call the child. They are looking at whether the child is the first within the royal family, within a leadership family, and they are thinking about how to nurture that child when it's here. And that's the role that Fita Jelani from Somali Center is going to play with hands lifting up. Fita. That is the role that Abdul, president of SC will play with hands lifting up. That is the role that Julie Black, one of our founders here, is playing. That is the role that Ingrid, way at the back, is playing with hands lifting up. And that is the role that Abdul Kamar, the Sierra Leone president, is playing as we back this vision. I call her Auntie BC because she's actually my colleagues, in university. We were 3 girls in engineering, and she's the sister of one of the girls. So you can imagine she's like my big sister. She's pregnant. She's loaded. She has a baby in here. It took her a while to get pregnant. It was revealed to her, you got to do this. She heeded the call. She got married to the creator that incubated her. Now she has this baby. All of these men, they didn't impregnate her, but they are there watching and praying. They don't know what to do. They've never been a woman. They don't have wombs, but they are there with their finances, with their presence, with their grace, with their support. But I want to call on the women. I am the president of Ladies in the Family Foundation. I'm not going to talk about, I'm supposed to do that, but I never do such things. It's about her today. I want to call on elders and leaders here. Mrs. Moji Taiwo, she's a retired social worker. Your expertise is needed.
Yeah.
She teaches youth and kids. As she birthed these kids, she's not going to leave them after this delivery and then they go wayward. They need you, ma'am. Eve Aboka. She's the founder of Immigrant Champions of Canada. We need you. I saw all that wonderful work with the posters. God bless you. Mrs. Yetunde Aturamu, President of the Yoruba Foundation. Yewande Aturamu, thank you so much for being on the board. On top of the work that you do, you sacrifice time to support this baby. Alima Mohammed of African Center, thank you so much for all the work you guys do with entrepreneurship, with youth. We know that your expertise is way needed to partner with Hands Lifting Heart. Mrs. Jane Erichalo, that supports Black Girls Code. When those girls are born, they need you, ma'am. Mrs. Bukola Olayoye, Mothers at Alert, she's praying, she's way seated there. Can you raise your hands, ma'am? We need those prayers. When they go wayward and mothers are like, what do I even do with this? We need you there. Mrs. Titilayo Akiniyi, the 360-degree woman. They already called you, we need you now. You are into women, families, and marriages. She's talked about divorce, domestic violence. All of that is well played in what you do. Pastor D of Root House, you know your work. I always tell you, I don't know who else could do what you do. There is no way anybody else can take on that work, and we applaud you because it's all connected. Myron, my friend here, she came all the way from Edmonton. Thank you so much. And amazingly, she just got word from the provincial government. A foundation, Mujeres Omega, was approved today to cater to Spanish women. So I'm sure she's going to take some of these ideas and translate it in Spanish. I don't know how this works, but yeah, so she has a lot of brilliant ideas. She's actually the woman behind Ladies in the Family social media. She posts all the stuff you see. Jenny Rutayambo Moto of Bright Light of Africa. Yes. You are into food insecurity. We need you. We need those nutrients and formula and whatever it is to support Hands Lifting Heart. If I didn't mention Mrs. Tenga of African Coalition, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. If I did not mention your name, is either because I do not know what you do, which I apologize, but we will know. Mrs. Oladele, I wrote her name here. The Oladele Foundation, launching next month. That are struggling, recovering from cancer. She's going to have children with cancer. She's going to be loaded with work. Yes. If there are 2-3 people that I support, that I bow to in their callings, these 3, because they need housing, they need lawyers, they need doctors. I don't even know all of that. God bless you. They are the lawyers, they help with mentorship and scholarships for Black kids. There are so many entrepreneurs here. What I am saying is that there is a baby. She is going to be helping physical babies, but she is carrying a vision that is a baby. If you know how you can help, please raise your hand. One box of diapers here. If you know about when food prices will go up, tell her so she can rush and store up. If you have an empty house that she can put stuff in. And then there are so many businesses here. House renovations, Mr. Abdul, I got what you do. So all of our expertise are needed. Before I sit down, I just want to say one thing that is so dear to my heart is called to volunteerism. I will be honest, a lot of African people are still struggling with volunteering. Not everything is about money, employment, politics. Volunteering. Here we have engineer. I'm an engineer. She's a governance analyst. She has a full-time job. She's a mom. I have here
Dr. Charles, that is a scientist. I have here Farah, that is into IT. We are all working and getting zero. People always think that if you are going to non-profit for money, just walk out and find something else to do. Because it's $0. Even when you take some stipend, it doesn't cover gas or the hours I will be paid if I were doing something else. Please raise your hand to support. Please, because these are big, huge tasks. It's a big 100-pound baby that she's carrying, and she can't do it alone. Thank you so very much.
An initiative that's very important, I'll say, because they cater to women, children, and generally to people in the society that need the help that they're offering. So because she's a friend and she's the one behind this initiative, I thought it was important to be here today to support her.
So what do you hope to see today? What do you expect from this event today?
I don't want to preempt what's going to happen. I'm just open. I'm just open and I'm just going to be here, participate as best as I can and just enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much for your time. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself and how you're connected or how you learned about Hands Lifting Heart organization?
The CEO is my auntie, a very lovely woman. She's my auntie.
So are you volunteering with them today?
Yes, I am.
Why is it important for you to support this organization?
Because she's always supported me in everything I've done, my decisions, everything. She housed me. She's always been there for me, and she's never backed down out of me at any time with me and my family. She's always just been there. She's a wonderful person, and the foundation itself just shows how wonderful a person she is. It represents her, and the support she gives people, it's amazing. It's fascinating. She may not know you from anywhere and she just helps you. That's how amazing she is, and it's important for me to support what's important to her.
Okay. So are you going to continue to volunteer with her to support other women? Continue? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time and support.
Thank you too.
Let's try this. Be generous with your hand claps. We're going to call his name. Like, yes, something like that. Something like that. Yes. I officially know we have the United Nations here. I mean, there was Congo, there was Nigeria, there was Sudan. So we're officially the United Nations. So we're going to hear from people who care. The one thing that I feel brought us all here is because we care.
Yes.
We care about women, we care about girls, we care about babies being born in good families and being parented correctly. Yes? Every time I say yes, you say yes. Not like Nancy. Like yes, like proper. Let's try it. Yes? Yes. So we care about women, we care about girls, we care about pregnancy, we care about babies being born in the right families and being raised. Let's do it one more time. There's not a stingy side. Yes. I'm nervous because tonight we need some money and some of you the way you're laughing. I'm watching you. So I'll bring my offering plate. Friend or someone that we know that could use the support of this work. The work doesn't just happen by itself. Somebody like you or me sees the value in what's happening and then contributes, and then it gets better, it gets done. If you cannot go, please send somebody. But don't say I'm helpless. If you can't go, send somebody. So Hands Lifting Hearts is here and they are ready to go. Let's send them in the community. If your child is okay, some other person's child, and it could be your neighbor that needs the support and the help. And if we don't give it, you will be chasing somebody's kid with rocks down the street because you're like, get off my property, whatever, because you didn't contribute when you could have so that kid is taken care of. I'm just saying. So we're going to be nice to each other tonight. Think about the difference that this work makes. Think about, before baby is born, what support do they get? And some black families, people are new, they're immigrants. This is a new society. They don't have friends, they don't have family. Where do they go? Where should they go? If you were them, where would you want to go? You want to go to a place where you get some advice, some care, some love and compassion. And this is the place. This is the work that these guys are doing. So please, I'm a banker by profession, so I'm begging for money. Today, please think about what you can consider. At the back of the table, we have some pledge forms. It doesn't have to be $1 million, but whatever you can, send someone. If you can't go, please send someone. We want a good Calgary. We want a good Black community. We want a community that can stand and it has good people that contribute to the entire Canada. So, yeah, the video is gonna come along. And until it does, you're gonna hear from me. But seriously though, please consider what you can give. There's some pledge forms at the back, and we'll also be coming around with some QR code forms. Please support the ministry. I can't say it enough. If you can't go, please send somebody. Even your $10, your $20, your $100, anything will make a difference. There's a kid out there that is counting on you to support. I'm a youth worker in my other life and a community activist. And I know firsthand what difference this makes. I've worked with BC on the sidelines and I know the heart that she has. She cares deeply about the African child and even other children. But please think about what you can do, not what your neighbor can do, what you can do. If we welcome immigrant families here, we make them comfortable, we welcome the children, make them comfortable, we will have solid families. We have to do it. We have to. It's no longer an option. We are here. This is our Canada. We have to build it. You and me. So please consider, when we come around with a QR code, and if you can, step to the back, whatever you can, please do. Thank you very much.
We don't have the money yet. No, we can't go yet. No. We need the money first, so everybody just dip your hands in your pocket and just bring out everything in your wallet. I'm just kidding. We just want to see what Hands Lifting Hearts is all about. Why are we here tonight? And to start, I'm going to call on the chairman of the board of directors of Hands Lifting Hearts Foundation. Please give a beautiful round of applause. She's been here before, she's coming again, to Pastor D. Ajay. Let's do that, Dada.
I want to tell you a little story. This week, a lady gave birth. She's been in the country for 1 month. And she came in pregnant with a little girl, a 3-year-old little girl. And they reached out to Ruth's house, and she had gone into labor. And she gave birth, and 3 days later, the baby died. The baby died. The reason why the baby died was because she didn't take the proper care that she needed to be able to support herself. She was struggling by herself in the country. She had a little girl. Her husband wasn't here. And so I called Missy when we, and said, let's go visit this lady. And we went to visit this lady, and it was heartbreaking. Myself, Missy came, and one of the other board members. And as Ruth's House, that deals with family in crisis, and as Hands Lifting Hearts that deals with pregnant women and women that have gone through pregnancy loss, etc., we were able to collaboratively, wrap support around this woman. And 2 days ago, I was at a burial of a 3-day-old baby. And it was so heartbreaking. At the graveside, the mother broke down and she was rolling on the floor. She wanted to die with her child. Without the support, without Hands Lifting Hearts and organizations that care about immigrants. Because when I came here 18 years ago, I came with 5 children under the age of 10. And myself and my husband didn't have any support. It was just the 2 of us, 5 kids, and God. But thank goodness there was a neighbor that adopted all my children.
and made sure that we didn't have a reason to go back home, to fly back home, because I was so lonely, I was so desperate for help. The number of immigrants coming into Canada is growing, and a lot of them are coming by themselves. You know, we run a support group, and we have over almost 300 women. Daya over there, she's the head of that support group, with Hands Lifting Hearts. And we see the numbers of moms coming into Calgary by themselves, pregnant with young children, and there's no support system for them. Being pregnant is hard, but not having support is harder. You want to go into labor, you're going into labor, there's nobody to look after your daughter. You're leaving your daughter with a neighbor that you don't know. You're in hospital, you're struggling, and there's no one to help you. We've seen this over the last year, and we're continuing to see this. This is why when Bissy asked me to be on the board and to spearhead this organization with her, I jumped at it because it resonates with me, and it should resonate with every single parent that is in this room. It's lonely when you're an immigrant. Can you imagine how much lonelier it is when you're here by yourself pregnant, or you have a little child and there's nobody around to help you? Hands Lifting Hearts is an opportunity for us to bring support to immigrant women, to come alongside of them and say, you're here in Canada, we want to help you. It doesn't matter how you got here or why you're here, but the fact that you're about to give birth, we're going to be in that labor ward with you. We're going to make sure that when you come home, you have a clean home to come to. We're going to make sure that you have food for the first week. How many of you know that food is important? The first week after having a child. You can't even cook. We want to make sure that somebody's there to carry your baby, bathe your baby because you had a CS. Having cesarean and having to take care of your child yourself and cook and clean by yourself, it's not easy. But Hands Lifting Hearts, with each and every one of us coming together, can you imagine the support we can give to each other? Everyone is an immigrant. We all immigrated here from one country or the other, and we all came here. Even if you came with your husband and children and you knew people here, you still have experienced some form of isolation. So tonight we are launching an organization that will change our city, our province, and impact families and support families and make sure that every child has a starting opportunity in life. I'm excited to work with this amazing woman who does this full time with no salary and no support, no government funding. You know how it is to get government funding, but we don't look to government funding. We look to the community and we say we'll come around each other, right? We will support each other, sister to sister, tribe to tribe, and we will make sure that every single mom, every single baby being born, regardless of your faith, regardless of your culture, in this organization, and why Calgary is going to be changed because of this organization. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Get out the tissue, I guess.
My credit card is ready.
Just to be with me, just to hear my vision, just to partner with me, just to see where this journey started, where we are now, and where we're going. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you. I can't thank you enough. So when you see me outside and I say thank you, it's because you're here. I believe everyone has known so much about Hands Lifting Hearts. Actually, Hands Lifting Hearts started 7 years ago. And it was international 7 years ago. And we are still very much rolling internationally. But I felt that Canada is my second home and I needed to bring it back. So 2016, I was just sitting down with Pastor D and we're just talking and I said, you know what, I need to do something here. We've been talking about Nigeria. What do I do in Nigeria? It's looking after women and children also. but not the pregnant ones, because back home you have the community looking after you. So we're looking after the women and children who are displaced from their original places of abode, either through domestic violence, through religious insurgency, or natural disaster. And we've been doing that for the past 7 years. But today, it's all about empowering the pregnant immigrant Black families. So I'm not going to talk too much about what's been happening in Africa, but it's really, really happening in Africa. And we've done a lot of projects. Up north, we actually, almost every other month, we provide clothing for women and children in IDPs who are displaced. So we take clothing to them, we give them food, and we don't give them money. But we give them clothing, we give them food. And that's been going on for 7 years in different parts of the country. We've adopted about 3 or 4 Nigerian children under our program that we call Adopt a Nigerian Child. We're not bringing them here, but that started from a story that somebody connected with us here. Unfortunately, a 7-year-old girl was raped, and in the process, the mom was killed. So there was no family. So we in Arts Lifting Hands, we adopted the child, the 7-year-old and our 4-year-old sister. So we took care of them, taking them to hospital and all of that, and we've been paying their school fees. So here, we're bringing it back home, because like I said tonight, it's all about the Canadian empowering African immigrant pregnant families. And I really appreciate everything that my board director has said. And with that, I'm going to introduce my board of directors who have been supporting me since 2016. And I'll call the first person. Oh, before I do that, please can you help me to welcome Dr. Abolari. Please, sir. Yes, please come forward, sir. I'm always taking everybody by surprise. I'm not going to tell you when I'll call you over there. So I'm going to call on my board of directors, and when I call them up, Dr. Abolari is going to be doing me the honors, or doing us the honors to present to them our words. So the first person I'm going to be calling on will be my board of director, my board of chair since 2016. No other person. When I call her any time of the day, she's answering me. Please, can you join me to applaud the one and only Pastor D.
Thank you so
And the next person will be the vice in the name of Mr. Femi Ogushola. We started the vision together and we're still swearing high together. Thank you so much. And there's no other person, the well-mannered doctor in my board of directors. She's the secretary, and she's been so busy, but she said after a few weeks from now, she's going to put me, to the test. So I'm going to call on Dr. Yewande Aturamu, the secretary to the board. Dr. Yewande, I saw her here. Oh, she's coming. Dr. Yewande Aturamu. You know, even when we were starting this and I didn't even know the direction I was going, but she saw that, oh, you're doing something. And can I come? Can I join you? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. And she's like, yeah, whatever you're doing, I'm going to be part of it. And since 2016, she's been so awesome. With her family, actually. And so I'm going to be calling my country director, the coordinator director, Mrs. Taiwo Teju. The amazing Taiwo Teju Ogungbe. Thank you. The financial director, unfortunately, is out of town. He's not here right now. But in the name Collins Achebe, and I'm going to be calling. The mother-in-law, Mrs. Dorothy. She's looking at me. I'm going to be calling her to come and take this on behalf of her son-in-law. The sisters-in-law are here, but I prefer to call the mother-in-law because we are talking about mothers and children. So I'm going to be calling Mommy, who is my second mommy. She's coming. Please, can we give her a round of applause? I'm going to be calling on somebody who she didn't think twice before answering me when I said, can you please come on board? And she's like, what am I waiting for? Anything you want to do, I'm with you. I'll be calling on Mrs. Should I say Pastor? Okay, Mrs. Titilayo Akiniyi. Don't be stingy with your clapping. Please clap for her. Thank you. It's not here, right? And the last member of our director is actually out of the country, I think. He's not yet back. In the name of Mr. Teddy Ogona, when he came on my board, I think we only met once. And he said, oh, I saw you somewhere and I read something about you. You're really doing a good job. I said, you want to come on board? He said, yes. And that was it. Thank you so much, Mr. Teddy. I'm being recorded, so I'm sure you will watch this. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm very well, thank you.
Can you introduce yourself and how you're connected with the Hands Lifting Hearts organization?
Okay, my name is Reverend Ben Adekubi. The proprietor, or should I say the founder, is a member of my congregation. And I've known her since 2008. And what she's doing right now is not a surprise. She's been doing it in church, and this is the only person I know who lodge strangers that she doesn't know from anywhere in her home, and in order for them to be able to settle down. So Claire, or BC as we know her home has always been a transition home for many people. One thing I will say about her, there was one person She doesn't even know them from Adam. And somebody introduced them to her, and she harbored them and allowed them to, set up. So everything that we're seeing today is actually an offshoot of her lifestyle. And so I'm very proud of her, proud of what she's been able to achieve. And I just believe that the best is yet to come. I want to encourage as many who have not heard of hands lifting. How do I say it again? Hands lifting hearts. Yeah. To please get involved. This is a ministry, or shall I say a foundation, that is born out of compassion. It's born out of compassion, and this is something that the founder actually lives it. And so you can bet your bottom dollar that this is somebody that when she says she's doing something with it, she actually is, because it's her lifestyle.
So why is it important for you to be here today to support the fundraising?
Well, first, I'm a pastor, so that's what I do. but secondly, because I really believe in her. I've watched this woman and her family. I've watched them over the years. Like, I've just given a testimony of what they have done, what she has done as a lifestyle. And so it's very easy for me I just want to celebrate her personality. I want to celebrate her lifestyle and celebrate, her being a blessing to people around.
Thank you so much for your time and support.
Thank you very much.
Before I do what I've been asked to do up here, I'd like to share my own story. I came to Canada about 12 years ago. 12, yeah. And I was heavily pregnant. I came with 2 of my kids, pregnant with the 3rd one. My husband was in Malaysia working as an expatriate. I didn't know anybody. If you landed in Canada in the last 2-3 years, raise up your hand. If you came to Canada in the last 2-3 years, raise up your hand. I know you are here, you don't want to raise up your hand, it's okay. We didn't know anybody. Not even somebody that we know that somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. We didn't know anybody, so I was all on my own. With toddlers and heavily pregnant. When I put to bed, I just had a few church members that came around to celebrate with me the birth of my baby. My baby is around now. He was barely 3 days old when I started taking me out to look for what to use in the house. Mattress, food, resources, clothes, and everything. Thank God for agencies like SIWA, agencies like Women in Need, and all those agencies. Thank you so much, Canada, for providing all this for us. But imagine how much more heartwarming, how much more welcoming, how much more homecoming it would have been for me then, and every other black person or any other immigrant that landed at that time, or are landing now, as if we have had an agency or a foundation like Hands Lifting Hearts. Imagine, I put to bed and I still had to deal with burgers, fries, and stuff like that. I didn't have pepper soup. I didn't have somebody to come and teach me, this is how you do a new baby in Canada. I didn't have that. I didn't have an elderly person to come and help me massage my body or that of my new baby, like we used to in Africa. These and more are some of the things we provide for the newly landed immigrants in our community, the African way. Am I communicating? That is my story. I'm going to part 2 now. We all have this on our table, right? Every good thing needs money, yes or no? Yeah, that's true.
I've come, my own job here tonight is not to ask for money. I'm not going to sweet talk it. We have raised $4,000. The target is $10,000. We can do it in this room. The money is not for hands lifting out. It's for your brother. It's for your sister. It's for that colleague of yours that is coming to Canada. It's for that friend or that friend or that friend that is coming to Canada, and they might appear stranded. When they reach out to Hands Lifting Heart, then we can say, oh, we can help this person, we can help that person, we can help this young mom, we can help this new mom. Please, I know everyone here has a phone. Just scan it. No amount is too small. Just scan. Just scan. And as you're scanning and donating to us, you're not donating to Hands Lifting. Yes, the Hands Lifting Hand is just a physical body but even, I'm a Christian. No apologies for that anyways. Even the Bible encourages us that the hand of a lender is where? Always on top. And God sees and is always happy with a cheerful giver. Please donate. And as you're donating, please, we also need human resources. We need people that can help us to cater for these new moms, to cater for their needs. Some of them are not even moms, some of them are newlyweds. They need counsel, they need advice, they need prayer, they just need somebody to sit down with and gist. Some of them just need people to sit down with them and just talk. Compare Nigeria, compare Sudan, compare Ghana with Canada. This is how you do in Canada, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, this is where you go, this is where you don't go, this is where you cross the road, this is where you don't cross, you don't jaywalk, you don't do this, you don't do that. Some of us didn't know all that. Some of these people just need people they can talk and relate with. Please stand and also donate your time. Volunteer. When we buy all these things, we need people that we can help us to pack, and move these things out, especially during Christmas when we have our baby, Christmas baby drive too. We need people that help us to pack. Diaper drive. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, please donate. I hope with these few times of mine, I've been able to. All right, and there's a card we're going to be dropping for every one of us. Please, if you want to pledge as well, please write your name, your phone number, and the amount you want to pledge to us. Please, please, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you.
Support for new mothers.
Yeah, if you want to do that, we can have we have some ladies in yellow with yellow t-shirts with this paper. If you want to do it the old school way, just put your name and phone number and the amount on the paper. They're going around, so if you need it, just call them. We can watch the video quickly just to listen to her testimony. Okay, so, Immaculate, I have a live person in this hall who was helped by Hands Lifting Heart.
Oh, let's do some money. We'll take credit card. I'm watching you, I'm serious. I see your necklace value, your earring value, your shoe. Some of you are wearing $10,000 on you. If I add makeup, you're already above 10,000. So please give us some coins. We can do 10,000. I'm seeing wealth all around. This is United Nations. So please give us some money. We need mullah, we need dough, we need, which words can I use?
Everything, all the words.
Yes, please, call it whatever name you, first just give us whatever you call it. We will collect it. We don't mind, you can call it shilling, whatever you want, for us we'll take it. Dollar, if you, in fact, I've just heard, if you have euros, we'll take them. If you have British pounds, we'll take them. If you have Swiss francs, we'll take them. Please don't give us the coins, they are too heavy. We don't need a workout, but only paper money for today.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Thank you so much. And know you can also do a recurring donation, even if it's $20 every month. Just set it up, and every month the $20 just goes towards this awesome program. We're going to introduce a speaker right now. We want to call Beverly Walker. She serves with the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. Let's give her a warm round of applause. Thank you, Beverly.
Good evening, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here tonight, and I thank Claire and the board and the volunteers for inviting me. It is such a pleasure to know that there is such an incredible group coming together to make a difference in community and in the city of Calgary. I really believe that when people come together to support moms and dads and kids, that it creates a foundation. It creates generations and a legacy of health, like they say, good parenting, all that you need to create that legacy to go forward. I fell in love with Claire about a couple of years ago when she emailed me at work. And she asked what Hands Helping Hearts could do for the Children's Hospital. Well, I was just blown away. And I said to her, the hospital always needs diapers and wipes. And that's what she gave. And not just a little, she gave a lot. It impressed me so much that someone who's working so very hard to make a difference in their own community would give to the hospital like that. So she became someone very special to me. Now, in this launch tonight, we want to celebrate with you. We want to know that as a charity, we partner with you. And we also want you to know that children, your children, are welcome at the hospital to receive the best care. We also want you to know that we are very focused. It's about their caregivers. So when you are in a tight spot, when your kid is struggling not just physically, but emotionally and mentally, we want you to know, come. We have resources, and we know what people in the community are there to help you if we cannot. So we thank you, we celebrate with you, and I just pray that every single generation coming out of this gathering tonight will be blessed wholeheartedly. Thank you so much.
Calculate. I told you I can calculate you quickly. I said necklace, earrings, shoes. Give me something. Okay. We are actually going to have some entertainment. We don't want to take your money for free. We don't want to just take your money. So we're going to have some entertainment. What is the entertainment? Who is asking? Okay, you don't trust me? No. You gotta trust the banker. Okay, we're gonna have entertainment, and this is gonna be from Mama Peggy dancers. If you don't clap, they will not come. You have to keep clapping. I pity the people in that corner are cheating you. They're not clapping, so the dancers are refusing to come. You have a bit of a situation. The people over there, please clap. See? Yes. See? in any form, except Monopoly money or Canadian Tire money. But every other money we will take it, we'll collect it. It's dinner time. Seriously? Seriously? You gonna do me like that? It's dinner time. Okay, looks like this table is the happiest table. Sorry, you miserable people. Sorry, you miserable people. These guys clapped very loud. Yes. So, by the powers vested in me as the MC, co-MC of the night, I will invite this table to go first. Yes. See, I have a lot of powers, but the only powers I'm missing are the ones to collect people's money at the entrance over there. You know, but I'll get them before end of night tonight. If you're not giving us money and you're carrying my Coco's bag, you're wearing, you know, makeup from Christian Dior, I will be collecting. So this table, please, the servings is going to happen at this station, and we also have a live band by Big Ben during dinner. So you guys are having an executive experience. But if you're old school, if you're this, the gentlemen must stay here. Yes, you give us the tissue paper. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, clap for donation. These men. See, anybody that knows me, you know I don't run out of words. I'm speechless. Please make me speechless, so more people. Where is the other communities? Okay, should I start calling Congolese community, Ghanaian? Oh, Ghanaian has given us money also. Somalia has given. Nigerians, where are you? Nigerian community, speak. Oh, the mic is here. People have shamed you. Ghanaian community.
beginning. So we're going to call Mrs. B.C. Jackman to, oh, she's Claire. Okay. We're going to call Claire.
Much for eating the food. I appreciate you. So I'm going to be calling a few people out just to appreciate them. And some of them I will give you just a very short story about how they come about. So the first person I'll be calling will be Dr. Ike Morton. Dr. Ike happens to be the first African doctor for ants lifting hearts. Even before my people come in from Nigeria, from Britain, once I know they are coming and they are pregnant or they are not pregnant, but I need to connect them to African doctors. Even when they say we are not accepting new patients, Dr. Morton will accept these people. He's a doctor that it's not just about money, it's about passion, it's about the people. Thank you so much, doctor. I can't thank you well enough. Thank you so much. Please, can everybody just rise up to appreciate this man? Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you. And to present the award, I will call on Miss Beverly to come out and help me to present the award. Beverly, yes, it's you. It's you. Can you hear me present the award? Yes, it's you. And the next person I will be calling is a very good, young, beautiful volunteer. And she came and she's like, I need to volunteer in your community. I need to volunteer in your organization. And I'm like, where are you? Where is she coming from? Like, you know what? I wasn't even expecting it. And I said, yeah, please, come on. So please, this is a youth. This is a young, beautiful girl. She's still in the university, in her final year. If you don't mind, I know she's probably younger than most of you. I want you to rise up. Please appreciate her and her parents. Ike Balogun and her parents. I want you to come forward, please. Ike Balogun. And to present this award will be Daddy O. Bensa. Emma Bensa. Eshisa. Thank you, sir. And I have about a few more. To help me to present this award will be Pastor Ben Adegube. And I will be calling on Dr. Charles. The only Dr. Charles. And he's looking back. King Charles. Charles is a man, is a guy after my heart. He is somebody who is so passionate about African community, about whatever you were doing, is going to rise up to support you. Even when I didn't even know who this man was, he knew me. He came forward and he said, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. We're going to support you. Thank you so much, Dr. Charles. So I really want to use this to appreciate you in front of everybody. I've been saying thank you. But I want everybody to please rise up and say thank you to this wonderful man. Please. Thank you so much. And the next person I'll be calling on will be Mr. Farah Hali. That's the twin brother from another mother from another country. I don't know how they become twins. This is another man that is so passionate about everything African, not just about Somali. He's passionate about everything African, and he's been rising up to the challenges that we present to him. He's actually the director of CAC.
So you can see me, I'll give you the link. The last thing on our agenda tonight is the remaining awards. And let's give a round of applause to Mrs. B.C. Jaguno as she comes. Just the awards, and then we can dance and boogie. It's a Friday night.
Sorry to take another few minutes of your time. I'm somebody who loves to appreciate people a lot. So briefly, I'll just call the remaining awardees, and on behalf of Ants Snitching Arts, I will call actually on I will actually call on Mommy Taiwo again to come and present an award. And as she's coming up, she's receiving an award which I will be presenting myself, just to say thank you for all her support to the African community, especially Nigerians. She's been a wonderful mom to every one of us. And Ma, I just want to say thank you very much. I remember coming to meet you about this, and you gave me so many hints and pointers, and I never went wrong about it. Thank you, Ma.
I'll keep this for you.
Yes. And the next person I'll be calling will be Mrs. I'll be calling again on Mrs. Taiwo Teju Ogungwe for her support, and also all the things that we've been packing to Nigeria for the past 7 years. Herself and her family has been the one. Our family, you know, they are so wonderful. Thank you so much. So I'm going to call on the on the Teju Ogungwe family to come forward to receive this award. Mr. Teju Ogungwe and children. Please, can we give them a good round of applause, please?
Thank you.
And I'll be calling on Mrs. Jola. Mrs. Jola Ogushola. She's been a wonderful support. All the books that we've been sending to Africa, all the books, setting up schools in libraries in Nigeria. This is the wonderful woman behind those books we are sending to Nigeria. Please rise up and give her a round of applause. There are so many schools in Nigeria without libraries, without books. This is the woman behind those books. Thank you very much. God bless you. And now presenting to the president, the CEO of Ladies in the Family, Mrs. Bukola Ojemakinde. She's still here. That is my sister, a wonderful woman who has the heart of gold for women, for ladies, for children. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We appreciate you. I'll be calling on the woman supporting the drive, the diaper drive in a very huge way. When I mean huge, I mean huge. Last diaper drive we had, I think she supported us with over 30 boxes of baby diapers that we donated to Children's Hospital. I'll be calling on Patience Irete. Please, can we give her a round of applause, please? Supporting the Children's Hospital with diapers. She actually has this man. Please, I want you to appreciate this man. He's actually the man behind Hands Lifting Hands. The person supporting me from day one. The person who never gets tired of me. You know, in the name of Mr. Bosun Jaguno. He's a very shy man, so I won't be surprised if he's not here. He's very shy. Mr. Bosun Jaguno. I'm sure it's somewhere outside. And I want to appreciate my nephew as well. He flew all the way from Ottawa. He came in yesterday. Thank you so much, Oreoluwa. I want to appreciate my cousin who flew in yesterday from New York. And I lastly want to appreciate my niece who flew in from Winnipeg yesterday morning. Thank you so much. Family is everything. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is my brother, my younger brother, all the way from Phoenix. And also, I want to appreciate everyone. I'm not sure if I'll be able to mention all the names. African Center, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We're going to do so many things together. You already promised me that. Thank you. Ingrid and Julie, thank you so much. Thank you for all your promises. I know that you're not going to fail because you've been supporting the community. So thank you, and thank you. And to Mama here, thank you. Calgary Pregnancy Care. It's like Buki said that I'm pregnant, so you're going to take good care of the pregnancy. Thank you so much. You've been so wonderful. Thank you. And to Judy, who is the able assistant, any day, anytime. She's always, responding. Please, can you rise up for recognition? I'm so sorry, Please, Judy, thank you so much, Judy. Thank you. And also to Beverly, you know what? We've always only been communicating via email. Even when we had the donation at the children's hospital, I didn't meet her. But So thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you. And to everyone seated here, all my board members, we have a lot of things together. We're just starting. You know what? We're just putting ourselves out there. We have so many African doctors that we can reach out to. I call somebody here, the grandfather of all the doctors. Please help me to appreciate Dr. Abolari. Dr. Moto, thank you so much. We are going to get as many patients as possible. And I will be connecting with other African doctors as well. But for now, Dr. Moto, like you said, you can't get angry with BC. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you to the volunteers, the great volunteers. Thank you for being on your feet. Please, can we give them a round of applause? Thank you so much. There's nothing as good, as satisfying than giving your time, giving back to the community. Thank you so much for the volunteers, to the DJ, to the drummer, to my MC, to everyone seated here, my family, friends, and colleagues. Thank you, and thank you. And I'd like to recognize my two ladies over there. They are actually my schoolmates from secondary school. And they came to support me. Romoke, please can you stand up? And Dr. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Please enjoy your night. We still have the dance. I want everyone to connect to as many people as possible. Those you are yet to introduce yourself to. The night is still young, it's still bright outside. Let's shed some weight, let's have some exercise, and I wish everybody a very good night rest. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we're done for tonight. And once again, my name is Titi. I go by Titi Speaks, that's my stage name. If you're on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. And we have Immaculate here. Immaculate. And then the DJ is one of the finest DJs in town. DJ L. And our band, we have Big Ben. He's also a drummer. So if you have any events, please connect with us.
Thank you. How are you? Not bad. I'm doing very good. Can you introduce yourself and how you became part of the Hands Lifting Hearts organization?
Awesome. Thank you. My name is Oyebola Ogunsonwo, and I am the founder of the Lola's Events Inc., an event management company here in Calgary, Alberta. And how we became part of this beautiful and successful event is our services were engaged to design the event, to plan the event, and then we're here today for the on-site event management. It's just been such a pleasure to plan the event and to achieve the goal, the fundraising goal that we set for today, and even surpass that. I can't tell you how excited I am, because I know that for every dollar that was donated today, it goes to families, right, to help support them and and help them make Canada their new home. So yeah, I'm super excited.
Why is it important for you to be part of this today?
Yeah, I just like the passion, honestly, the mission, which is to empower Black immigrants and help them and support them in their parenting journey. And so when I was actually referred from another organization, because we planned quite a number of events actually in Calgary, so from corporate events, fundraising, something like this, galas, conferences. And so, you know, I had to clear my calendar with my team as well, and we're here today, and we had so many volunteers, actually 18 volunteers that are part of this, and you know, are part of the success of today's events. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you so much for your time and support.
You're welcome.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like